Audio article by the Common Constitutionalist entitled, Hey PETA, What Are We Supposed to Wear? PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is at it again. I guess the whole vegan-vegetarian campaign is getting a bit old and tired, so it's on to the next ridiculous campaign. Their latest attack is on the wool industry. For the campaign, they have again enlisted the former Clueless actor Alicia Silverstone, who poses completely naked with the tagline which reads, I'd rather go naked than wear wool. Clueless, how apropos. The plan is to supersize the photo and display it in Times Square. This isn't Silverstone's first go-round fronting for PETA. Several years ago, she posed nude for a pro-vegan ad, and in 2008, she was enlisted to speak out against goose down. This anti-wool campaign isn't actually all that new. It may be in the States, but PETA has been on an anti-wool tear in Australia since 2009. They have been complaining for years about the cruelty suffered by sheep on farms throughout Australia. Australia is the world's largest wool provider, and PETA cannot let this continue. Only problem is they had to resort to lying and fabrication to make their point. But hey, they're leftists, so that's what they do. If liberals are unable to advance their agenda honestly, then the ends must justify the means. In 2009, PETA Australia sponsored an anti-wool ad campaign featuring a popular Australian rock guitarist, Jonah Weinhofen, who is also vegan. Yes, what a shocker. The ad featured the heavily tattooed Weinhofen holding a bloody lamb with large swaths of skin missing as if it was sheared off. The tagline was, Here's the rest of your wool coat. The photo was quite disturbing and very effective until it was discovered that it was a total fraud, which is again what leftists are good at. It was discovered that the poor, critically wounded and abused creature was actually fabricated out of foam rubber. But no matter. If you're a liberal, you reserve the right to lie and cheat to advance your agenda. As long as your intentions are pure, you may defraud the public in any way you see fit. PETA insists that animals are consistently cut, beaten, and otherwise abused during the process of shearing, and they apparently have video to prove this point. However, due to PETA's track record of lying and cheating, I wouldn't doubt for a second that these scenes of abuse were also staged. It's like the boy who cried wolf. PETA stretches the truth or outright lies so often that personally I don't believe anything they claim. In 2012, I wrote an article entitled Newsflash, PETA Lies, in which I chronicle just how hypocritical the organization is when it comes to animal rights. It's quite revealing. Now the folks at PETA have decided that posting a photo of Ms. Silverstone's naked fanny will cause people not to wear wool. So my question is, what are we supposed to wear up here in New England? Goose down is obviously out. Now wool is off limits. How about cotton? That's just a plant. But it's a plant which conjures up the evils of America's past. Cotton was picked by slaves. Today, many black leaders insist that blacks are still oppressed and still confined, metaphorically, to the white man's plantation. If you are a good, guilt-ridden leftist, cotton must too be banned. What about man-made fabrics? Obviously, they're out, as these materials are almost exclusively made from petroleum. By wearing such fabrics, the leftists will only be funding big oil. Well, this certainly limits a good liberal's choices. Perhaps this is the real reason why so many states are decriminalizing and legalizing marijuana. Factory workers can just sit around and get stoned while they weave Miss Silverstone's next hemp evening gown and stiletto heels. That will be attractive. I think I'd rather go naked, too. Thank you for listening.